Good afternoon, Ambassador Fabian. There was an attack on Chabahar Port yesterday after the recent attacks by the US on Iran's infrastructure and their retaliation. Now, India has a stake in the Chabahar port, sir. What has happened? How much is the damage? Where do you see this going?
Good afternoon, Yeshi. I'm glad you asked the question because I could be wrong, that the Indian media have not, whether the print or the visual media, have not highlighted the attack on Chabahar, which happened yesterday. Now, India has invested over $630 million in the Chabahar port, a part of it, and we have also invested in infrastructure linking the port with Afghanistan.
Right.
Because we don't get access to Afghanistan through Pakistan.
Right, sir.
Thanks to our state of relations with Pakistan.
Right.
We are keen on the Chabahar port, and not only Afghanistan but also Central Asia. You know of the international north-south corridor. Okay. Now, the Central Command, we may assume, chooses the targets after careful considerations. So they would have known of India's investment and interest. And you also know that United States has from time to time given us the waiver.
Right. Okay. There was an extension also.
That's right. Now, they have nevertheless done it, and I take it that they knew of India's investment and interest, but for other reasons they thought it was necessary to do that. Now, you asked how much damage has been done. I don't have the knowledge. Maybe satellite photographs will show. But I would only say that it is important for our media to highlight this and take this further so that we know more about it.
And so, in the context of the conflict between the US and Iran, where do you see India positioning itself? I mean, we did send representation for the Supreme Leader's funeral recently, but how are we going to balance it out? Where do you see India and Iran ties at present?
Okay, I'll put it simply this way. To start with, we aligned ourselves in toto with Israel.
Right.
We know about Prime Minister's visit almost 2 days before, and also we know about India's silence for so many days after the assassination of the late Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei.
Right.
But India has been slowly making correction. But I personally believe the correction has been too slow and not clear-eyed. I think it is necessary for India to correct its policy in a manner which takes into account not only our concern for what is right and what is wrong, but also our interests. So let's hope that will happen.
And do you see this, the recent strikes escalating, or it's going to die down after a few days?
On that, my view is that Al Jazeera had carried a story saying that American official had told Al Jazeera that the latest attacks were not done by the Central Command.
Okay.
Now, we know that the Central Command did attack twice, but there was a third. Iran also said enemy. Now, who is the enemy? We don't know. Now, it is possible, I have no proof, that Israel has already done it, because the Israeli Defense Minister said yesterday, we are ready to intervene. Well, if Israel has done it, I would imagine it is with the permission of President Trump.
Okay.
But at the same time, America has been saying that talks can go on
simultaneously.
Yeah. So what has happened is that for President Trump, he created this problem of the nuclear business, because under JCPOA, Iran was not going to make any bomb because IAEA was monitoring everything. So he created a problem. Now he wants a deal which looks optically better than Obama's, optically. Now it is my view that if you leave it to the diplomats, it is possible to find words which will give the impression that this deal is optically better. But I don't know whether Trump is going to leave it to the diplomats because he is relying on Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, whose ignorance of nuclear matters is very clear. But to conclude, I don't think Trump has the option of resuming a big war because Iran has the wherewithal to withstand for weeks and months. And imagine body bags coming in
Right.
in late October and
During
midterms.
right.
So I think they will talk and Iran might make the concession. That is, the MOU says that the nuclear matter will be discussed after everything else has been settled. Now they can give the concession. Let's discuss it even now. So there is hope.
Right. Thank you so much. Sir's concern is that why is the Indian media not talking about Chabahar, notwithstanding the fact that we have a stake and an investment in the Chabahar port. Thank you so much, sir.